much. I hate the month of July so much. I hate the heat, the humidity, and the lethargy and discomfort that come with it. And it's just completely unbearable until like 9:30 p.m. at the earliest. And I know I'm pretty lucky, all things considered. I know there are people who in areas of the world where they're just sweltering, at midnight. So, you know what I hate even more than that? Something that just happened, as if that wasn't bad enough, I also had to deal with this latest Finchinator sent atrocity, which at least inspired this video. But yeah, I hate when people say GG in real life, and it's usually, like some kid, right? Because this happened because I was talking to a film student and he was, well, I mean, it was already bad enough because he was explaining Ohio as a meme to the because he was American. He was explaining it to this kid from Kazakhstan. The Kazakhstan kid was like, "What is that?" And anyway, and then I was talking about a movie thing, and he said GG, and it just I wanted to shrivel up and not from the heat. And there's just some things that should be kept online, but at least it did prompt me to make this video about the different types of GG, because at the end of a Pokemon battle, which is the only area I have experience with it, but I'm sure that it is used in other facets of gaming, or probably not even gaming. I don't know. I don't keep up with the young slang anymore. I wonder if Gen Alpha just says GG instead of bye. But yeah, there are very many different types of GG. And obviously, it stands for good game, so it's kind of like a handshake at the end of a Pokemon battle, right? However, where it gets interesting is that we know Pokemon often results in bad games, with hacks and whatnot. So sometimes offering that handshake and telling your opponent that it was a good game, you might say, oh, come on, don't take it so literally. It's just a handshake. But there's nobody as petty as a Pokemon player. And it's, you'll hear all sorts of pithy responses to someone saying, oh, actually, it was a bad game because you lucked me and you brought this bad team and you played bad and all this other stuff. So we're going over the different kinds of GGs that have historically been used and have provoked reactions of many sorts. So generally, when I joined the fray, then a CAPS GG was normal because it's an acronym, so you caps it, right? But what's funny is that now, if you caps GG, it's kind of a dick move, because generally, eventually, you realize, okay, you don't need to caps the acronym, and you can just say lowercase GG. So that's it. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, Caps GG went from being, the standard to nowadays in the tournament scene. I'm sure like most people who play who are not, deep slamming into the bottom of the tournament iceberg, uh, the competitive Pokemon iceberg, I guess. If you're not there, then if you use a Caps GG, then it's not a bad thing. But generally, if you do it in the tournament scene, someone's gonna be like, "Whoa, what's with the aggression?" So it's generally used as more aggressive because the lowercase became the standard for so long. So the caps GG comes from, if you beat someone and I don't know, maybe they were talking shit or something, and you really wanted to emphatically drive home your victory over them. So you win, you throw that caps GG at them, like, yeah, I beat you, motherfucker. And if you think that sounds overly macho or taking it too seriously or anything like that, you are, of course, absolutely right. But, we kind of have to accept that's the territory we are in. Anyway, before we plunder further depths, we have to tell ourselves, hey, let's not question if this is ridiculous. It comes with, anyway. So yeah, that's one Caps GG. The one if you win and you're wanting to really shove it in your opponent's face. Now, whether this is warranted or not, whether any of these are warranted or not, is almost besides the point. But generally, if you caps GG and win, it's because your opponent was really asking for it because, I don't know, maybe you had some sort of personal vendetta or something. Or Yeah, I would say it's justified there if we're going into the morality of it. But if your opponent hasn't done anything, is a nice person, whatever, and you caps GG, a little bit rude. So that is unfortunately, I don't know why I said unfortunately. That is how it is. So yeah, caps GG if you win. Fine if your opponent is aggressive and a dick, whatever. But if your opponent hasn't done anything, then leave it. Now, if you lose and you caps GG, that's letting your opponent know you were not satisfied with the game. There are all sorts of forms of GG that generally play on the same idea of, good game. Actually, it wasn't a good game. So here's me, saying good game in some sort of sarcastic fashion to let you know that it was, in fact, not a good game. And, the implication being I would have won or I was deprived of a fair chance to win because of whatever conspiracy transpired. Anyway, so yeah, let's say you got hacks because Finchinator T-waved you and you stall or whatever, and he said the lowercase GG, and actually it doesn't even matter if he said it at first or not. In this case, I don't think because you lost, so uh, you are going to throw that caps GG at him to let him know, Finchinator, I do not approve of the manner in which I lost this game and it wasn't fair and all that. Now, on the subject of who says GG first, that's actually interesting because even if it's just two lowercase GGs, the standards, then you can. There was something called the offensive GG, as in someone wins, or sorry, someone is about to win and they say GG, as in, not waiting for the game to end. So personally, I prefer to, wait until the game is over, give the opponent the chance to GG. And if they don't, then I'll say it anyway, right? I think that's generally the polite way to do things. So there's that. But if the game has ended and you won and you said GG, then that's fine too. However, if the game isn't over and you say GG, as in I've won, it's generally pretty clear based on the state of the game if you're early GGing because you're losing and you just want to say it early, or if you're early GGing because you're about to win. Now, what's really funny about this is the offensive GG became famous about a decade plus ago when a couple players had the misfortune of GGing early as they were about to win and then getting hacked out of that win. And people will say, oh, well, offensive GG, you deserved it. You deserve to get hacked because you said it early. So yeah, that's pretty funny when that happens, but it's extremely rare now. Ever since it became, public knowledge, then nobody wants to be that person who offensive GGs and then still has a chance to win. Like, let's say you just have to hit a Draco Meteor and you win, and you say GG as in, oh, I've won, then you look really stupid when that Draco misses. So do not, I don't care how not superstitious you are, do not tempt the Pokemon gods. Anyway, so there's that. But there is generally it's okay-ish. Let's say that you just have to click Earthquake with your Landorus against a Heatran that's slower, and it's at 1%, so there's no possible way you lose. You're up 6-1. There's no way this Heatran is going to 1v6 you. And then you say GG right before you click Earthquake. I personally wouldn't do it, but it's not really rude, I don't think. I wouldn't love, it done to me, but it's not rude to the point where I'm focusing on that over losing the game, let's say. What you don't want to have to deal with is when you're losing the game and then the opponent starts GGing and rubbing it in your face, like with the caps GG. I would be much more annoyed by the caps GG than even if it came after the game was officially over, than I would be by the GG when it was 100% won. So, yeah, if you're going to GG early, make sure you win. And make sure it's guaranteed, not I just have to hit Toxic or Leech Seed or whatever. So, yeah, now once that Leech Seed connects and there's no way the opponent can win the game anymore, go for it. But, yeah, generally I think if you're going to win, you should give the opponent the chance to say GG first so it doesn't feel like you're rubbing it in their face. But that's generally more of a minor thing. So, yeah. Now, there are some people who never GG. Like their form of GG of protesting whether it was a good game or not is just by not saying it at all. So, like, let's say Finch hacks you with stall, and Finch says GG, and you're just silent. That's your form of GG, or sorry, your form of protest. Like, no, it wasn't. I'm not gonna say that shit. Um, yeah. So you've got that, but then there are some people who just never GG at all because they're too above it. I tend to not like these kinds of players because I find that they forget the human element of the game, and it's totally like, of course it's unnecessary, but it's also polite because you're playing against other people. And like there are some players who just say, "Oh, well, I never say GG because I don't believe in it or whatever." And it's like, okay, what are you proving here? But whatever they're proving, I guess it's at least it's fair. If they just never GG for anyone. There's some people who only GG like the people they respect, which is also like, who the fuck do you think you are? Um, yeah, that goes beyond the standard level of we're taking this too seriously. That's really going up your ass and disappearing. But I think the I understand if like someone really hacks you badly. Like let's just assume that the hacks in question is reasonable, right? Because some people will miss 1 out of 16 fire blasts. I guess if you have two fire blasters, yeah. Let's say you hit 15 out of 16 fire blasts, and if you missed even two, then you were toast, and you missed that one, and someone starts complaining, "Oh, this game sucks," and all that other stuff we know. Then okay, then you're being a baby. But let's just say that you really did get hacked horribly by whatever unfair thing. If that's the case, then I can't really blame someone for going silent on the GG. Uh, because, it's frustrating. You're, stewing just a little bit, go complain to your buddies on Discord. So, yeah, I understand not really wanting to. I mean, I personally would still like to say GG in that situation, but I also think that it's generally, worth it because you just smash the two letters, send it, and then go complain to your friends about, oh my god, that guy sucks. His team sucks. He got so lucky with everything. So, yeah, but I understand when someone's upset and they don't want to, do the handshake. Immature, yes, but at least understandable and not completely unreasonable. Because if you're being very literal about it, which I'm noticing a lot, I don't know when this happened exactly, but people become so literal in recent years. But that's a sociological question for another time. Anyway, so yeah, that's the silence. Even not saying GG has layers, as you can see. There's the protest, and then there's the I only GG people I respect because I'm a fucking dickhead, and then there's the I never GG period because I'm above it. And these are generally the same people who are so obsessed with playing that they're just constantly trying to feed their brain with more and more and more. It's like, I don't have time for that, or I don't have the capacity for that. I just got to play more games and win more, and all I care about is winning. And like, let's not forget the human cost of things. Cost, that was dramatic, but let's not forget the human factor. Would have probably been more appropriate anyway. So then we have our this was a favorite of mine for a while when I was less mature. The GG in quotation marks, like, well, you see, I'm saying it, but, in quotation marks because I don't really believe it, but it's a formality, understand? So, yeah, there was a time in like 2011, 2012, where like the in vogue thing with good players was to just say Pokemon. Like whenever something stupid would happen, like full pair up, Pokemon. You know, I'm a vet. I'm resigned to this. Sometimes you could do it in quotation marks, and but otherwise you could, just say Pokemon, and the other top players would know what you meant. But yeah, GG in quotation marks started taking off after that. So yeah, it's definitely veering more into throwing a tantrum a little bit, which is why it's not very nice and why I've left it behind. But yeah, generally the reason I eventually, after a long time, uh, went away from caps GG or quotation GG, whatever. Um, and this is very rare. I don't think I ever did this, but quotation caps GG. That's really wow. You better have gotten hacks really badly to whip that one out. But generally, the way I looked at it was if you really got hacked, anyone with eyes will be able to see that. And, it, and of course, there are plenty of idiots who will look at a game with horrible hacks and say, wow, player who got all the hacks was really good in that game, when what they did was get five consecutive T-bolt crits and all of the first one parried and they all full parried and you know so yeah, people like that are stupid and it's a waste of time arguing with them in general and you're not going to convince them. But actually, maybe you might. People can be very. I'm trying to not be too mean. People can be led astray very easily. So, because the reverse is also true. Someone will say, "Oh, I got hacks," and other people will go, "Yeah, you got hacked so badly." And then you look at it, it's like, "Really? Did you?" But these kinds of people, do you really value their opinion anyway? Anyone whose opinion is worth listening to will see, okay, yeah, that was stupid. So throwing a tantrum is, I mean, you got to get out of your system sometimes, but generally it is something that people grow out of. You know what I enjoy, by the way? There are some people who are very sanctimonious about telling other people, oh, don't complain about hacks, it's so mature. And then whenever you see them complain about hacks, and then that's just sweet. Yeah, so to wrap things up, there are other forms of GG that go just beyond, the two letters. If you're sorry, if you're pretending, if you're fake nice like Finch or real nice like CL, then you could say GG, sorry for the hacks, or GG, T-bolt pair, or even if you're not sorry because again the literal thing, people go, oh, you're not sorry, you want hacks, you wanted to luck me because you want to win. Don't pretend you're sorry. It's like, I'm trying to be nice, asshole, but I understand the frustration. So with that, then you can just say, you can maybe you don't say sorry if you want to, be nice to this person who you feel a little bad. And it's like, yes, you do feel a little bad sometimes because you know what it's like. It's called empathy for another person. And I'm arguing with the ghosts of my past that, yell at me in my head again. So you get what I'm getting at, though, I hope. That you understand it sucks, and you generally, if you want to win, you also want to show that you're skilled because history has shown us people who win but don't win skillfully, they don't get looked at the same way. So you want to win skillfully, and it's generally just nice to have someone acknowledge that something sucked. Like even if you don't say "GG, sorry for hacks," like as in I robbed you, it doesn't necessarily mean I robbed you, but let's say a focus blast miss, just this has happened. I think I've said this, like GG, sorry for focus. Because like I'm not saying focus blast would have won you the game, but yeah, I understand focus blast sucks. Sorry that happened. Or my sympathies, whatever, however you want to frame it, you get the idea. So, or you know what you can do? You can say GG, para was lame, because yeah, the para was lame, the para was helpful. Or if you don't want to say, the sucky, it's like just acknowledge the impact it had on the game. Another way you could say, oh, GG, Scaldburn was big, stuff like that. GG, long sleep, my bad about the long sleep. Yeah, but it's like, oh, well, you went for the long sleep. Well, yeah, but I'm still, expressing anyway. Yeah. Now, the nice one, which we've saved for the end because it's nice, is that we can say, like, let's say this happens rarely, but when it does happen, it's so pleasant. It's not like a feeling of euphoria or anything, but it's just such a nice thing to have happen that you really enjoyed the game. There was no hacks or minimal hacks or it didn't really matter, and you like feel some sort of connection with the opponent. Yes, it sounds sappy, but bear with me. Let's acknowledge our feelings, okay? Because it is a nice thing. Sometimes you play a game of Pokemon, it was a great game, you had a lot of fun, and you really enjoyed it. You enjoyed playing against this other person, and you want them to know that you really enjoyed it. So in that case, you could say, GG, had a lot of fun. I don't know. GG, fun one. GG, really cool game. Stuff like that. It's very rare, but it's very nice to happen. Or it's most common. I was waiting for it to come back to me. Just GG man or GG friend or GG dude, or like if you throw in the man or dude because it was a lot of guys primarily. for a long time, then you're letting them know, hey, I really, really like this one. So that's about every GG I can think of. So if there are any I forgot, please do let me know. Um, yeah. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.
It's Machap's moment to prove himself. Is he a real Pokemon? Or am I making crap up? He's literally a little baby. And I would stake my life on this little child? No. But yes, also. It's... Or am I making crap up? He's literally a little baby. And I would stake my life on this little child? No. But yes, also. Up against Mitchell here? Mitchell has some legs to stand on. Mitchell's a tough foe. Porygon 2 is going to trace my own natural... I'm noticing this is actually Porygon's 2 world. Porygon 1's world, if it's anybody's world. And I'm wondering, did you go Swarm or Insomnia on this Ariados? I'm not sure. Because Swarm is good with sub HP bug, but then Insomnia lets you come in on sleep moves. I think Insomnia might be worth it for the switch-in potential. Against Butterfree. But then Butterfree can just Psychic you anyway, can't it? I'm going Swarm. I'm swarming. Alright, I'm gonna Thunderbolt this and just test the waters, because I'm impervious to certain effects such as, you know, Thunder Wave. I've got Natural Cure on me. Machop, it's your time. That just took 52? No problem. You would never stay, I'm punching you. Coughing. He looks so determined. He's got a fist raised in the air. Because he knows that he can do it. Does this Ariados concept work? I would like to try it out almost, but it could be stupid of me. Staryu's Natural Cure is kind of getting to me because I almost want to run Illuminate so that Porygon can stop tracing Natural Cure. Like, I almost don't even... I'd like F my own Natural Cure. I just don't want you to be able to heal paralysis. Is that an insane thought? Because this Porygon tracing my Natural Cure has been a real problem. And I've been poisoned, which is rough. That's actually insanely rough. That's extremely... That is a tough one. Although it's only level 1 poison, so that's okay. I'm impervious to toxic poison. I'm impervious to paralysis. Opposing Porygon using Thunderbolt right there. Ariados. Enter the battle. Enter the field. It's your time. Can this get anything to threaten coughing? I think no. Psychic? It actually gets Psychic. Would it be crazy of me to run Psychic on this for the coughing matchup? Have I gone nuts? No, that's genius, actually. I think that might be outstanding. No. Because I want refresh, I want it all. Sub? What if F sub just refresh and 3 attacks? HP bug, sludge bomb, psychic. And you go minus speed, I guess? Because we're just trying to paralyze fellas anyway. Alright. Pinecone. And I know people are saying, yeah, Jim, his name is Pineco. Listen, if the Pokemon's name is just a real thing, minus some letters, like Flamigo, I'm just going to call him Flamingo, okay? I'm going to do the extra little work to have some respect and call them by their true name. So some of you don't have respect for what they are, but I do. And there you have it, folks. Who's the speedier Pokemon? It's me. Good. Oh my gosh, I almost clicked Earthquake. You're gonna click Will-O-Wisp? If you do, I got a huge moment before my eyes. No. It was HP Grass, in fact. Mixed Ariados might be my greatest idea of all time. With Psychic for the coughing matchup. I mean, come on. That's legitimately genius. Okay. Spin might be worthwhile on this team because you know, because we got problems. Am I gonna go so far as to put Illuminate on this? I'm considering it because I really want to just paralyze Porygon. I'm gonna try it for next time. Let's give it one go and see how we do, because maybe it's worth it. Maybe we can win quick enough that we can bypass such concepts as long-term prosperity. We'll go Porygon, I suppose. Could be bad. He's laughing at me. Coughing is laughing. T-Wave. Now we got legs to stand on. Now we got something to write home about. Graveler has an entry. Return is 2 hitting me from here. Oh god. Doduo just gets me completely. I think it's over. Doduo cleans this one up. I thought I had more prospects than this. I don't have any prospects, actually. Uh-oh. And see, he traces Natural Cure. Imagine if I was Illuminate. This wouldn't be happening. Imagine if I was just the far better option of Illuminate. Alright. Can Ariados somehow carry? Possibly. Maybe he can just get through coughing. It's my best idea yet. Is Refresh... I think screw the sub idea. You just go attacks on this. Or you say screw Refresh. Maybe Refresh is just completely idiotic. It would just allow me to come in against coughing completely safely. Maybe I just say I game instead, you know? Because sub is useful with para. I think I'm gaming too hard. We're going too crazy. Ariados might be carrying. It might be. This could be the way. Because it can't really get me. Yeah, I think I'm in a commanding position. I'm losing sludge bombs, but you're losing your life. The history books will write songs about this one. They don't tell you this part in the songs. They don't put that part in the songs. HP Bug this time. For the final fell swoop. Indeed. Save some PP on Sludge Bomb. Noctowl enters. But it's taking a big Sludge Bomb in the process. Didn't poison. Regrettably. But I'm thinking Ariados is looking pretty good. What do you think in the way of living Psychic, not Sludge Bomb to KO? Ariados special defense stat. No. I have Insomnia now, for what that's worth. Spoiler alert, it's worth nothing. What if I were to click Thunderwave here? Thunderwave is the best click. In case a Dojuo tries to come in. A Porygon tried to come in. And now it's paralyzed. Now Ariados can take advantage of this. Truly it can. Oh yes. This I find interesting. I want this to be damn healthy. And then I will... Let's go here once. For the road. What if I were to just Sludge Bomb? What if I don't sub? I just Sludge Bomb it. You know? Nothing comes in. That's smart. Dojuo can come in. I think Staryu can live a big Dojuo hit. Staryu, I gave it max defense. I would hope that it can at least live a single hit. I don't think Ariados is long for this world, but he's done me a service, he's done me a kindness, and for that I'm grateful. I'll click T-Bolt here because it hits all. I may need... Although I may need Porygon for... You know... Something. I think I'll T-Wave here. First. I've got an idea also. What if next turn you try to natural cure the T-Wave, go Dojuo, and I just T-Wave again? Thus eliminating your fellow. That could be a gamer's maneuver. Because it's so obvious that I would want to recover after taking a hit and Thunder Waving you. It's insanely obvious. And yet what if I don't? What if I were to Thunder Wave instead? I might go for that. You know? That could be real. Noctowl comes in. Okay, well I've paralyzed Noctowl. I'll... Protection? Protection from what? The server is restarting again. Can't help but notice that there's some indecision with respect to shall the server restart or not restart. Well, right here I'm gonna... Would you dare Whirlwind here? You didn't. Now you might, so I'm gonna Ice Beam. You lived that. Whoa. Noctowl lives Clamperl? Noctowl lives Clamperl, you're telling me. That's nuts. It can't be right. Recover. You will not go to Dojuo. I could Thunder Wave right here. If I Thunder Wave your Dojuo, it's over. You would never risk it. You would never. How could you? Will you? No. Last time I Thunder Waved first. You would think I'd do it again. It's the sensible thing to Thunder Wave first, but recover is also good. Wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you agree? I think Dojuo might one-hit Porygon. So if you go Dojuo right here, it's game over. It is game over if you get Dojuo in on my recover. This is how it happened instead. I think now I just spam Thunderbolt and we're okay. That actually just KOs. I should have just done that from the beginning. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize I one-hit Staryu. I guess it makes sense. I'm Porygon. I'm powerful. I'm me. I got 85 special attack. You quick attack? Why didn't you... I guess Staryu would do it. Wow, I can one-hit Dojuo as well. Porygon is insane. Well, the server's restarting, so I can't do another battle, unfortunately. But this is the second time today the server's restarting. They want to end my gaming. They want to end it. They want me to not use Machop for fun. Ariados I'm very impressed with. This is... And I think Psychic might be genius level stratagem. I think I've solved the game. With Psychic Ariados mixed. This could be the development that... I will do some calcs. We'll calc coughing damage. But I think I'm onto something with that one. All right, folks. I'll see you later.
Welcome back, everyone. We are back on the OU Lata, and this one's gonna be probably short and sweet. Shout outs to Storm Zone for this crazy Sun team. I think y'all will enjoy it. If not, then you didn't. I don't even know what these things are gonna be running. Overlord, got the Overlord himself, King Gambino. Truly Rexen, really, very Gambino. If that fucking Clodsire is water absorb, if it's not water absorb, this is a wrap. If it is water absorb, it's less of a wrap, but we'll make do. To realize I don't have a fighting move, I'm just see the Vision Storm, but we'll make. Counter fire. Actually very weak to this. Let's see what happens here. I could structure out somewhat of a plan. But I know Miarskara gets an ice move now, so it makes things a little trickier. But advantageously, advantage wise, it would be in his best interest. I don't switch well in the gouging fire, so it'd be foolish of me to allow that to have its way. If it's Choice Bandit and things of that nature, then we want to beat that thing down as it is, as he opts for the Corviknight. That's amazing. Yeah, this might be over here. So I get to Psyshock straight. I actually want the Clodsire, and Psyshock is a waste. Mystical Fire is still the best play. I know he's U-turning. I was tempted to Calm Mind again, but I catch either a Gholdengo or Miarskara. He never gouging fire, so he does Clodsire, which is interesting. A double Mystical Fire. What's the risk? Clodsire can't touch Hatterene, right? Unless there's something I'm missing. We double Mystic here. We don't want Miarskara coming in. I would have smacked his Clodsire there. Yeah. It was low risk. That wasn't even really a prediction. It was just low risk. This may have trick. Gholdengo being gone is whatever. Like, it's really not that important. I don't want my Hatterene tricked. He's minus is essentially the equivalent of -2. You can see him into could see him into, but if he has trick, I don't want to deal with that. Sided Scarf. That wasn't 100%. Even if it was, if I was 100%, what was I gonna switch into that? I could have given him my Torkoal, I suppose. Below us. Okay. Terrifier. I'm not even sure what these do. Hey, Dragon Dances. A Terra Water, probably lift. I don't know what these do. Like, how strong they are. That's really what I'm thinking about. Like, is this something that's like, I know they run Dragon Dance, but like, I know a lot of them don't run Dragon moves. So let's find out. A Dragon Dance, because what I could do is just Terra Water Draco Meteor here. Let's say Terra Fairies or something like that. I mean, I'll just have to bite the dust. I can't really do much about that. Scale Shot. Does that mean death for me? What if he gets 5? Oh my god. It's the end for me. Scale Shot, is that normal? I bet that's not normal. So I wasted Terra. It's not over by any means, but I'm guessing they run Dragon Dance Scale Shot. Why would you have Scale Shot? Why would you go Clodsire? I mean, the Clodsire play isn't the end of the world. The Miarskara is likely, which gives me Sun. Dragon Dance Scale Shot. Whatever. I mean, that might be normal. I'm the one that doesn't know the meta, so this does make things very hard. because he hasn't terrored yet. But my Raging Bolt is really problematic if I play this right. So U-turn is fine by me. Especially if he goes Tusk. I can smash him with my Gambit. Goes Gouging Fire. Gets an attack boost. This thing gets Scale Shot, I've seen, so if I go my Gouging Fire hard. If he Scale Shot, he Scale Shots. I can't have him Dragon Dancing. But he gets greedy. I have a speed boost. Earthquake or Outrage better here. Outrage probably one shots. What's the core we're not gonna do anyway? Terra Ground. So that's, oh wow, that blows. That's Scale Shot for you. It depends on if he had a healing move. Based on he has Dragon Dance and Scale Shot, I doubt he has a healing move. The Outrage did a decent amount, I'm surprised. So Gambit, let me see my speed tier. I know Storm likes to run slow Gambit, so that boy is fast. Oh, jolly. That's too much speed, my guy. I'm not about that life. I didn't want my speed, but we're gonna need to dial it back down a little bit. I need my power. So this is great because I can, wait, what just happened? Okay, I thought I just was able to outrage again. This is great because I'm able to heat crash his team for the W. I have is to. I probably didn't have to go Hatterene here, honestly, but I know he's leaving the Tuscan. Meowscarada attack boost, so he's very offensive. So here you give up Clodsire. What's my worst case scenario? That Gouging Fire. Well, it's Terra Ground now, so he actually can't just have his way with my Torkoal, so I can counter his Gouging Fire. So there's no downside to Mystical Fire here. Interesting. Yeah, Mystical Fire was the objective best play, especially since the Tusk is a non-factor. Because I can just Sucker Punch. Like if he spin spams, I mean, unless you have rocks or something, I just Sucker Punch you. Fallen 2, but I'm Black Glasses, he's dead. Actually, one Headlong Rush. Surprised he went Corvi hard. This allows me to get up bands, which I think Torkoal is still faster than Clodsire. Even if he were to go for U-turn. My Gouging Fire sweeps him with Fire move. Like literally as it comes in, it's a wrap. So I think we've managed to pull this off, unless there's something that I'm missing. If there's something that I'm missing, it will be a learning lesson. Because also Lilligant smashes. Once this gets weakened, I technically could just kowtow this and just Lilligant sweep. Triple Axel. It's just Triple Axel misses. Can miss. So it would be all of these left. And I don't have to. Like even if I go Torkoal, I can just go back to there's nothing you can go to that will solve the Gouging Fire issue. I can just go back to the Gambit. Gambit, funnily enough, is the least valuable member. That's not true. Fostora's then has Gambit sweeps too. But Meowscarada can have Trick Choice Band, or I don't know. It gives a little more variance for me to have. Like it leaves a little more in the opponent's control. I guess I could sack the Torkoal with this. But the Sun turns I have, I mean, probably. So he left because he's like, yo, the smoke. I want no parts of it. Okay. So on to the next, as they say in these streets. If Guard gets withered down, my Gouging Fire can do Gouging Fire things. Water Absorbers, pesky. But he'd never go hard this on me. Never. This is very good. Very good. Bro, Terra Blast Fire. I think I want to die. This is very good. What would what would be problematic? Garg for sure. Darkrai, I suppose. This is a tricky ass game. I'm surprised he went. I don't know. This makes sense. This makes plenty of sense actually. Plenty sense. They say in Jamaica, enough sense. You know what I didn't factor? How good damn Hatterene is. I suppose he could Future Sight. I'll flip turn for the little bit of chip. Positionally, Gambit isn't bad. Yeah, he did Future Sight. I was like, he might get greedy in Future Sight. The reason I say greedy is because Future Sight, he's not gonna get the chance. I'll get the sun up because he Future Sighted. If he just Chilly Reception directly, because now I can cover for the Zenta with Hatterene, right? And I can Jury Mystical Fire in case he Terras. Gets a defense drop, which is annoying as hell, but it is what it is. What do I want to do here? He gave up his defense boost, but he does go Slowking. I figured he might, but I was like, I can't risk it. Plus, him giving up the defense boost is wonderful. Wonderful. And this is where the defense drop is shitty, because Calm Mind here is blessed, but so be it. Gets the opportunity to if I Calm Mind here. Yeah, that's annoying. Oh well. I'm gonna do. I gotta go Gambit again to force in. Oh wow. They run Flamethrower. Okay, I wouldn't have Future Sighted there. I mean, I wouldn't have Flamethrower there. Maybe he's Assault Vest actually. So this is not that bad if he's Assault Vest. Let's find out. No, that won't work. Yeah. Need his Garg smashed. He's Assault Vest. That's not bad. So let's back to Hatterene. I need to play this. There goes Garg. What? Why would you go Garganical there? Like if I'm expecting Zamazenta out of Ironhead, so bro's trash. That was a absurdly stupid play. Garganical getting touched, which he's gonna allow now. So he's okay, fair enough. He's gonna allow me to. He's gonna get Salt Care greedy. Yeah. This is a huge problem for him. This is a huge problem for him. I actually just recognize how big of a problem this is for him. If I were to growth, I'm not one-shotting. What else would I set up on? Slowking Galar comes in. I'm +2. I actually forgot that I. This is really important. You need to 35 for a fill. Oh. I don't think I'm killing this shit. I'm gonna Flamethrower me. Earth. Maybe it would be the Terra Blast. Fire this later on. This could sweep him, honestly. Flamethrower. Sludge Bomb. Oh, okay. So this must be Assault Vest. The way he's playing this doesn't make sense. He must be Assault Vest. Okay, very well then. Well, Earthquake directly. Yeah. I could tell he would leave it in, but Garg would be a good cover too. The reason being, one, he's fearing Dragon Dance, but I mean, just based on how he likes giving up Slowking, there's a huge mistake. You're a Draco fodder. Every time Drake 1, 2, 3. So he I can't tell if he left in a I'm not coming back kind of way, or he left in a I disconnected kind of way, but the game's far from over. Him giving up Slowking though means one more growth on that Lilligant is just chop. Unless you know, he tears the Zenta into steel. I've seen quite a few of those. If I get the Gargon, this thing can use fire moves. What's that one? The Fire Outrage, Roaring, Wake, Walking. He really opened up, particularly Wake. So it's just again understanding the risk versus reward. Like, what's the reward of, like, what's the risk of me? And again, but I'm in Sun. I'm gonna say, what's the real risk of going hard, Zenton and Dragon Dance and Iron Defensing me out, or going hard Garganical and Saul carrying me out? So it was one of those, like, I'm out of here kind of. But he had better options. He didn't solve the puzzle the right way. And that's all Mons is. And I was thinking about that. No, Mons is a puzzle, right? They're fixed pieces. You get part of the puzzle, right? I know Corviknight is a steel flying type, but I don't know what moves it has. I don't know what items it has. And there is a way to win this battle in the end. But because of all of the variables, our job is to solve the puzzle. And I was researching the value of puzzles. Well, they have a lot of value, but specifically on our brains, right? And Mons is an excellent hobby to have if you want to enhance your critical thinking, because it's literally the same mental martial art as, well, it's slightly different, but it requires the same skills as every other mental martial art. And so as you allow yourself to practice critical thinking in Mons, because you're again solving puzzles consistently, if you're an engineer, computer science guy, or you know, somewhere in the math realm, those are puzzles. There's an answer out there, right? If you're making a machine, there is a solution. Or you're in business, there is a solution. There is a way this is possible, and your job is to, with all the unknown variables, find the perfect pieces to the puzzle. So where it's like, boom, that's the picture I was looking to make all along, right? Facebook, Instagram, ChatGPT, all of these things, a toothbrush, were all in existence. They were all possible things that could be created, and somebody ventured and said, you know what, I'm gonna figure this damn puzzle out, and came up with these things that have transformed our lives in unimaginable ways today. And so it's just a beautiful thing to think about it in such a manner. Heatran is an issue, but he'll probably sack it early. If he does so, then how can I force him to do that? Guitar's a bitch. Marina is a bitch as well. I'm gonna pretend that I have moves that I don't. So Espionage. I'm probably gonna get Dazzling Gleam there. I mean, the Gambit is so obvious. Not even really about the Gambit being obvious. It's just like, what do you do here? I'm gonna go Hatterene mid-ground, just gauge what he is. So he Psychics, and that is choice specs for you to be doing that kind of damage to me, I think. 27? Why would you Psychic there? Unless he doesn't have Dazzling Gleam. I'll say if he has Shadow Ball, this would be where it would be showing itself. I'd take Alluring Voice. That's okay, so he does have a fairy move. That did a lot. I'm gonna Calm Mind again on the off chance the Heatran comes in. Calm Mind is fine because he only has Psychic. So he's actually fucking himself over. And I Draining Kiss here to get my health back. Yeah. I don't know why he did that. Oh, he can Draining Kiss back, but he's not doing shit to me. Yeah, 14% versus. Like, this is a very interesting choice on his part. I don't think he thought this through. Corviknight is bodied. Very interesting. Mirror Armor. Okay. Your Magma Storms are for sure gonna hit. But is the value you're sacrificing worth it? I knew he'd crit. Anybody else saw that crit coming? I know nobody was really surprised. I knew he was gonna crit me. Or maybe that's why I got crit, right? I knew he was gonna crit me. Alright. Well, fuck this Heatran up Primarina. Why did you go Primarina? E-Train, bro. Damn. Iron-headed there, he's finished. Well, the Primarina being beat down means my what's his face destroys him. It doesn't matter that much, but forget. Essentially one shot here. Can I get one shot? I'm faster. Oh, okay, of course. Like I'm a lot of speed gambit. Let's control the situation here, just so this doesn't get too out of hand. He CCs, that's perfect. So that is that. I just knew. I was like, this is going too smoothly. Bro's about to bring this T-Tyrant and crit the shit out of my Hatterene on the first hit. And sure enough, grab one more and then we'll wrap this party up. Having a good old time. Have fun, brother. Yo, I love these kind of teams versus Wake. Special attack Wake. The happiest guy in the world right now. I'm about to terror water motherfuckers up. Like nothing satisfies me like seeing that Hydrosteam go and bodies just hit the floor. We learned our lesson last time. Slowking could be an issue. Tusk could be an issue too, but Slowking is a bigger issue. I don't have a ground type. This was a good play. I just realized I don't have a ground type user. Oh boy. Gambit's good. This is not good. My weakest link is Gouging Fire, even if you were to rogue Draco. So it's probably specs. It gets to Heat Crash. Now I have to play in a way where I don't allow that Raging Bolt to come in. I could Hatterene sleep him. Hatterene's really good. Oh, he actually goes Raging Bolt. I mean, again, let me think. So if I were to... Hatterene's too valuable. It's not time yet. I don't have to take a Volt Switch there or a Thunderbolt. It will hurt. So here, because I know he was going to do this again, what I can do here is position Wake to force his hand. He's going to go Slowking. I'll take next to no damage. And this time I can, I guess I can't. I guess he could just straight up attack me. Let's see. It does chilly. That's why I didn't want to go Torkoal. Meaning, when I say straight attack me, I meant go Torkoal. That's actually what I meant. So I have to get rocks up soon. Okay. Outrage would be reception. Okay. Let's see what his initial play to Lilligant is. Because I know he's not thinking too much, which is the best part, and he can't chilly reception. Right? He could. But the circumstances are in my favor. Couple ways I could go about this. I need to feel safe going to this. Because I have so much leeway if I just play this patiently. What I don't want him to do is straight up Sludge Bomb. Because I don't want to go Walking Wake here. Walking Wake positioned out not as this chilly receptions would be the best position. Because I could just flip turn slash Draco on his Mola. I mean, for him to the reception would be strange. I go for the greedy play. Okay. He does go for the greedy play. So he tries to get more than get a bigger bang for his buck. And now I know he has T-Wave, which gives me a lot of data. They can't chili reception. He has to hard switch to Tusk or Mola here, which is what I needed. Tusk Mola, how do I want to take advantage of this? Probably Tusk, honestly. Which, yeah. Even if he Molas, he has to take a Draco Meteor. He protects, excellent. And now get the Slowking in, because that's gonna bait his chili reception. I get the rocks up to punish. Oh, he future sights. That's actually wonderful. That's perfect. I'm in, because now you're gonna future sight and somebody's gonna get. I guess he could go Garganical. He's slower than me. I don't want him going to Great Tusk. I'd rather him go Garg, so I can get the free switch. And all right, chili reception. Right. Forgot about the sun. Dang. All right, actually made a misplay there. Might be his rocker. I'm a bluff. Made a misplay there. Cause I forgot that he's gonna go after me in chili reception. I don't know why I forgot about chili reception there. I guess I have to just commit to a win con, don't I? I'm trying to have it my way. In every way. I'll have to take a bit of damage on Hat. Because I'll take Future Sight and that. But what it does is it gets me to control the net. Oh, he goes. I guess Slowking isn't, but I have the futures. I mean you get what I'm saying. And he doesn't have any healing moves, so I just gotta be patient. Because what I don't want is the reception. Probably Sludge Bomb last go. He doesn't have any recovery moves, and I'm pretty sure it's only Sludge Bomb. Be very shocked if he chili recepted there. I gotta give up the Gouging Fire here. Yeah, so he chilies. It's fine. Flip turns. He has one turn of chili left. Is this helmet? Yes. Perfect. I could go Lilligant. No, that won't work. What's the best bet here? I could go. Play this, so what I'll do is lure the Slowking into I know Slowking versus Lilligant will Thunderwave. I guess if he doesn't Thunderwave, it's shitty, right? He has a very slow team. Lilligant boosted can sweep him. He's just not Terra yet. Okay, so it goes Tusk, which is he's gonna Terra the Tusk. Okay. Fair enough. So he's going for the KO, or he's gonna Rapid Spin. Going for the KO. So he trades the KO for the spin, which means I get a KO here. And he can't die. This is gonna be a huge problem. Him getting rid of Lilligant matters, but him giving up the Terra is a big deal. Especially because my oh, perfect. Yeah. Like, he has a very slow team. His Ogerpon is an issue, but Torkoal, like every time Wake comes in, it's a KO. So Mola is gone. And so soon, I was gonna say soon, I technically could still Hatterene, destroy him. Volt Switch will hurt, but won't kill me. So I could. Oh. Then he'd go Ogerpon. choice specs, Volt Switch. If I give this up, we're SDing. Like Gambit wins, but the paralysis is a bitch. If I take a Volt Switch, this thing is really strong. If I take a Volt Switch, my player is to Hydro Steam. I don't think I can say. If he knocks me out, he got me. Yes, I barely survived. Perfect. I really needed to survive that. Tatooine is one of them ones. And so now I can Gambit, assuming this doesn't get low kick or something. Right, and Cudgel means he loses a Mon here. A Kowtow. Who the fuck? Bro, I'd have to run into the one low kick Ogerpon on the ladder, bro. Alright. Actually, this was a misplay. I didn't mean to go this first. I forgot this isn't even weak to say I've lost. Because now he just Assault Cures. There's nothing I can do about it. Me not having a ground type, him, maybe it's not completely over. I can Draining Kiss enough. Probably protect. Alright, so